everybody, Stefano Living Keto here. Now I got another video for you. It's a request from a guy named Gassen Ali. What he wanted to know is I have my Amprobe AM570 here, right? And as you can see, it's been used for now about 4 years, and I did a video on this a while ago, okay? So what he wanted to know is about, well, his second question was longevity. Is this a good meter? Is this something that you would want to go out and buy? And is it going to stand the test of time? Okay, and my answer is yes. Okay, this is a very, very good meter. I do, obviously, but I'm at work right now, and this is my number one go-to meter. And it has everything on it that you would really want in a meter. I work with PLCs, and I work with variable speed drives, and I work with bulk electric, and I work with control circuits and things of this nature. And when I was looking for a meter, I was looking for a meter that had these features in here, like a low pass filter, so then this way I can measure voltage, but also I can see the frequency from the variable frequency drive, and I'll be able to see in the corner there's a frequency. That frequency should be the same as the frequency that I'm setting up on my drive, okay? And the voltage should be 480 in a range with true RMS. Okay, so now getting to the question, I don't really use this a lot for temperature, okay? I've used it a couple of times. Now this does come with 2 thermocouplers, right? And as you can see, they're just, these cables with these really small K-type thermocouplers on them, right? And if you're in the air conditioning and refrigeration world, right, this is actually a really good meter for this. It's for ambient temperature, I would have to say that it's really good, because you're just measuring the air that would be coming out of your air handler, and then you would be comparing it actually with your regular ambient temperature in the area. Okay, it doesn't do humidity or anything like crazy like that, but it does do a lot. Okay, so now as you can see over here, you have 1, 2, 3, and then you have this tri connector here, and on this side you will see that it says, let me see if I get it really good here, you'll see T1, T2. Okay, so that's thermocoupler number 1, thermocoupler number 2. Okay, so you would put that in there, and then you would move this over to the, did I miss it? No, I missed it. Celsius Fahrenheit. And you can actually, you can use this right here, select through them. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to plug this in. I'm going to go over to a heat source that I have over here, and I'm going to plug one side of this in, the number 1 side, which is on the right hand side here, and number 2 is on the left. And I'm going to do a comparison, and I'm going to show you this comparison right here, right now. Okay guys, so what I'm going to show you right now is that I have a heat source here, right? It's a Dayton heat source, and right now I have my thermocoupler actually inside here measuring the heat, and it's showing me around 86 degrees, and it's rising. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to measure out here, right here. I have this just into the ambient temperature. Okay, this is where this meter is really cool for someone who's actually doing a air conditioning and refrigeration, because they want to see what's close, what's blowing, and what's outside in the air, in closer proximity. So I'm going to actually take this, and I'm going to hit this range, and it's going to bring me to the second setting of the thermocoupler. So it's telling me 44 degrees out here. Okay, so I don't know how accurate this actually is, but I'm really not buying the degrees in this. It is actually pretty cold in here, believe it or not, and because of the fact that this was only showing 80 degrees. I don't think there's a lot of airflow out here. So pretty much I would call it accurate. All right, so now if you hit this, if you see over here, it says T2 now. Now when we hit this again, it's gonna go T1 and T2. This number over here is the comparison between the two. Okay, a comparable number of the boat, or the average between these two. So the average between here, this one here, and this one that's on my leg is 40 degrees. So you see how this could actually be helpful? So as time goes by, what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to put together a couple of little videos of little things, like if I just happen to go to a variable speed drive, I'll go ahead and I'll show you the low Z feature on this here. So then this way you can get familiar with it. And then if you do go and if you are looking for a multimedia meter that's if you are looking for a multimeter that has these particular features on it, then you could see that you have them. Like, here's a nice backlight. I wanted to know this, and that's exactly why I made these videos, because no one out there was making these videos to tell me exactly what the functionality of this is. They were just telling me that it had the function, and they didn't say, to the extent of what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so I hope this was helpful for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe to me if you'd like to. Hit the notification button, so then this way you can get notifications of any videos that I may do in the future. And I'm hoping to do more. Remember, Amprobe is not, I'm not getting sponsored by Amprobe. I'm not even getting paid for this by YouTube. This is just something that I'm doing, so then this way, hopefully, if you are in the market for a meter, you could pick one of these up for about 60 to 100 bucks now on probably on Amazon.com, and you should be able to do your job just fine. Okay? Well, thank you for watching, and you have an amazing day.